Three, two, one, action.
I'm listening.
35 pairs just came in.
So how many can you get me?
4 pairs.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. I got resellers all over town.
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling very happy and privileged to be sitting here next to the big director himself.
Hey, let them know. Let them know. Let them know what we be. What we at? Let them know where we at.
Tell me where that idea came from.
So the idea originally came from Rondell.
Okay.
He's the creator. He's the founder. He found everything with the resellers. Now, what me and Tom did, we basically took the script and we rewrote the script.
Okay.
And there's a funny story about that because while we was rewriting the script, Rondell actually he went to Texas for 30 days. He had to handle something.
Okay.
So while me and Tom was writing the script, he came back and he seen we changed the script. He's like, "Oh, I like this script a lot." I know you do. I know you do. But look though, I left.
Okay.
I left. I went to the store. I went to go get some chips. I came back. You know, you hear.
New check.
Yeah. My head like, okay, before I left, I knew you wasn't typing. I get here, he's over there retyping the script. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just retyping the script. I was like, no, don't do that.
You said you liked it. Why are you doing it?
If you like the script, don't change it.
Okay. The pre-production. How was the pre-production, that process?
So the pre-production took a while. We had James and D-Baz. We had them do rehearsals for not for 2 weeks, but twice a week.
Yeah.
For like 3 months. Ooh. And James was like, at the 3rd month mark, he was like, nah, you know what? I had enough. I can't keep doing this, which is cool because at that point, it was like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And by that point, and then as far as me and Tom, I kept coming back from my house. I lived in Otay at the time.
Okay.
And he lived in Linda Vista.
Okay.
I kept driving back and forth.
Yeah.
So at one point, I was like, yo, I'm just have to stay here. He was like, okay, cool, bring your clothes and stuff. I was like, all right. I didn't leave from my place, but I just had, I stayed at his place because I kept coming to his place.
Yeah, you just packed the bag.
Meanwhile, I was getting free lines. He didn't have no food, but but in the middle of that, we had another person came in, and we were trying to figure out, where we're going to get these places at. Yeah. Because as far as a director, a lot of people think you just come on set and you just train the actors.
Yeah.
And it's just far way more than that. You come in, you do pre-production, you do production and post-production. In pre-production, you got to figure out who's going to act, what time can they come, what day, because we filmed it in 13 days. We got to figure out the 13 days. And then as far as who's doing the food, who's going to get the locations, and then you doing budget. There's one point the third guy was saying like, yo, we got to get these Lamborghinis. We got to get 30 women, IG models. And I'm looking through the budget like, what?
There ain't no room for that.
Well, we must be spending your money. Because this is a little,
right.
And we had to pull it back. And it actually ended up working out because he wanted like a big old mansion scene.
Yeah. For the party scene,
And the party scene, that's what original was. Yeah. Like a party scene, and it was a mansion scene. And that one scene would have cost $7,000.
Oh.
And we only had 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had 11 or 12 pages to film.
Oh, no.
So, that's a page.
Exactly.
So it was just, I'm not telling, this is the one, the creator, because he's the one that wanted that mansion. I was like, it's not gonna happen. And you just sometimes it's gonna be a disaster. Yeah. Because it's not gonna. Like, bro,
that much? You got that many movies?
He's talking about we gotta do 5 hours outside and then 7 hours inside the house, and I'm like the daylight and it's not gonna match.
No, it's not gonna match.
If you want to do that for real, it's like 3 days. But it took about 3 months for pre-production to figure all that out.
Okay. Cool. So then how it took about how long with the script, and then how long it took 3 months for pre-production? Script is in that?
I would say yes, the script was in that, but the thing was I kept changing the script.
Just on it. Okay.
It was like there was one point Tomlin was like, he was about to wring his neck around me like, bro, stop changing the script. Yes. And then I stopped. After 17 times I stopped. And then I think it was like on day 4 on the 13 days.
Okay.
And Tom smokes. Take my cigarette break. He goes outside. I was like, I grabbed Merrick and James and Clinton, and I was like, look, this ain't in the script.
So you're still changing it, but you're just not doing it officially on the paper.
I was like, hey, look, this ain't in the script. I was like, yada, do this before Tom come back in. And Tom come back in, what we doing? I said, it's not in the script. He's like, no, we're not filming this. I said, look, 3, 2, 1, action.
Yeah, that's what you have to say. The director gets to have that say, gets to change some stuff.
Yeah.
So how many times on set during production was that kind of the thing? Was it kind of like, wait, I got a little extra thing, it's gonna add some spice, it's very important, we just gonna do it.
I was just telling you the truth. At one point, I think Ty woke up and he don't even know what was going on. It was like 36. And he just had a complete, and I love him for that. He had complete faith in me.
Yeah.
Because Tom is also the investor.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
invested the money in the film. So I know it's hard for people, you put money down.
Yes, it's right.
You're going to want some type of say.
Yes.
But he let me have the way of my film. We have creative control. And then, there was one time I was like, we got to wake up at 7 a.m. for this scene. And he's looking at, because Tom, he's the organized man.
Yeah.
He looks at I don't remember this scene, I'm like, no, we got to film this scene from this scene we filmed 3 months ago. And he was like, 3 months? I was like, yeah, remember that? Come on, let's go.
I got you.
Don't even worry about it. We're going to get James and we're going to get shoot with us. We just going to film. He's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And we filmed it. But it was a lot of, and we ran into a lot of roadblocks. And as a director, I think you have to figure out, stuff is not going to plan out.
Yeah. Yep.
Like some locations didn't fall through because they didn't sign the property release forms. And everybody's jumping around. They're looking at you. So you got to maneuver your ship sometimes. So, it was a lot of, I say, most of the time we stayed on script, but sometimes someone didn't show up. And if that person didn't show up, I had to change the script.
Wow,
Yeah.
right there on the spot?
Right there on the spot.
Woo.
There's one scene I'm talking with James. I'm like, hey, don't say that, because I read the script, because we did rehearsals,
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Those 2 times a week.
so I wrote the whole script from
back to front.
scene to back. Yeah. I was like, don't say that. And Tom was like, wow, well, we can't. And he going through it's like, I think 100 pages.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need a script. He's like, you need the script. I was like, no, I don't. Don't say that, because we said this in this scene
Right.
and that scene. So you got to come back and say this in this scene. And James, I love James, because James is with it. He's like, all right, he's the director. He got it.
Crazy. Like, that's really truly having faith.
And Tom's still looking for it.
You know what? Everybody playing their role, that's essential to making a project work, right? And the fact that he had that trust in you. Is this you guys' first project together? As I understand it, you and Tom this is the first big thing together.
Yeah, this is so originally, before I got picked up as a director, originally I was a director of photography.
Okay, so you was the
Something didn't fall through. Tom loved everything, and then he wanted to be the producer and the investor. He called me up. He said, I want you to be the director. And only at the time we had one short film.
Yeah.
But I guess he must have really liked that short film. So he picked it up. I'm like, hey, I'm ready.
Yep.
And I wasn't going to be who's the editor? I was like, I'm editing it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm putting my name on it. I want this thing. Let's do it 100%. Anything I need to pick up, I'm going to do it. That's just how it was.
Yeah.
Because you don't get options like that.
Exactly.
You know how many directors that wants to be directors, they sit there 10 years doing short films.
Right.
Someone offering them a big project. Whoa, we need $100,000 budget or something.
Right. Your opportunity just right past you.
Hey, where's my Chick-fil-A sound? She's like, just roll. Hey, I'm ready. Because you don't get those chances,
Yeah.
So it was actually my first year of doing short film, and I did my feature film.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of directors kind of jealous. Look, my dad's feature film in your first year.
Somebody got this so
They're going to be coming. They're going to be coming for you. So, tell me, what was it like to work with these actors? What was it like to work with this cast?
So everybody was easy to work with. D-Bass and James, they was both there. There was I was like, yo, because at first we was looking, we auditioned people.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't, especially because we picked up James already.
Okay.
We picked up James. I was like, okay, James, he's playing great.
Yeah.
We had some trouble trying to find, no, James is Randy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, James is Randy.
We had trouble trying to find, because we had 7 auditions for Rick.
Mm-hmm.
And for Rick, you really got to have for Funny Bone, you got to have chemistry.
Yeah.
James is more of and you want that offset to happen. So it took us about, before the pre-production, it took us about 3 weeks to a month to actually find Rick.
Oh, wow.
And then, I mean, on top of my head, I went to school and I played football.
Yeah.
D-Baz.
Yeah,
And me
yeah.
and D-Baz on the field, we always crack jokes and stuff.
Okay.
I was like, he could play Rick.
Yeah.
Called D-Baz. Hey, I got the film. And you know, stop playing, bro.
And where is he at this time? Because I know, but I want you to say it. Where is
He's in Missouri. He's in
You're
Missouri.
filming in San Diego?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
I called him up. Hey, D-Baz. He's like, man, I got a film for you. You got to audition for it. Man, stop. Stop, man, bro.
Right.
We just skits.
Yes, yes.
So when I'm saying it's a whole film,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, man, you ain't doing no film. Like, stop playing, bro. And then he seen it, and then I think he really took it serious when he saw Tomlin come on. Hey, how you doing? Tom White, you know.
He takes the official name and pop on there.
He's like,
Oh, you not playing.
oh, yeah.
Right, that's what
Oh, look, can I get a little more practice?
right.
And then, yeah, we got him. And then I was like, I like him. Tom was like, I like him too.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me sit on a day. And it didn't even took a day. It took probably less than 10 hours. He's like, let's get him.
Nice, nice. And how did his wife come about? Because as I understand it, she also was a part of it.
So it's his wife. His wife was a little different story.
Okay.
So I forgot what he said, but I believe she was like he was pitching that she was the top 15 of, she won St. Louis for like Miss America. I don't know the whole thing, and I think she won like she was the top 15 for Miss America.
Yeah.
And I was telling Tom that, you know, Tom was like, well, let's get her in the movie. Yeah.
That's why not.
I was like, we got to audition for her first time.
Right.
And then we auditioned her, and she killed it.
Yeah.
I was like, and then she gave us a day rate. I was like, oh, you ain't killed it that bad. That's right, you Miss America.
You out with the budget. Budget don't say. Okay.
And then I was like, your scene short. You only got like, you know, a 3-minute scene. I was like, let's relax for a minute. But yeah, she ended up. She like, we gave her a rate, and then she came down here, and she did great. She did perfect too. So they was perfect.
Yeah, that's an awesome match. A short time period, but doing all of that, what was that experience like for you, especially as like a first-time feature film director?
I'm gonna say this: it was great. We had fun, but it was hell.
Yes.
It was hell. It was like 14 hours, and you wake back up, you got another 14 hours.
Yeah.
There was times, and you start because I got behind the camera a lot. I started filming and director of photography.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I got that outdoor mentality.
Yeah.
You know the bricks, they set up the lights. So
Yeah.
I'll do the lights.
Oh
Don't
man.
worry, I'll do the lights. And I was standing up because I'm trying to hurry up.
Exactly.
But day 6, it's like, God damn, what?
As I remember, you actually came from behind the camera and spent some time in front of the camera as the infamous shoe plug.
Yeah.
Please tell me a little bit about that.
So I wasn't even supposed to be shoe plug.
Okay.
I was just supposed to be straight director. I wanted to focus straight on directing. And then, but mind you, we have 50 cast members, like 50 speaking roles.
Yeah.
So we didn't even have a shoot plug for a character. So Tom is running through it like, oh, we could use so-and-so. It's like, oh, we already using them for this role. Oh, we can use so-and-so, we gonna use this role. So he's scratching his head. And then James and D-Bass is going, and I
Running through lines.
Yeah, I'm running through lines. Like, because when I run through lines, I talk like kids. If I was the kid role, or so I'm talking like shoot plug. And Tom was like, oh, that's shoot plug right there. I was like, all right, bet we can do that. Then let's run it. And then when I got in front of the camera, it was just 1 or 2 takes. I knew what I had to do. I wanted to keep my role small because I didn't want to focus on acting. I wanted to focus on directing.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it was just 1 or 2 takes. You know, hey man, I'm about to do a shoot. Look good there, boy. Hey, I'm gonna get out $2.
And you did what a director does, which is get it done.
Yep.
You're like, we can't find an actor. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pop in front of the camera for a moment, do the little roll. All right, cool.
Yeah. And then one of the actors came and was like, hey man, you did a good job. And I was like, cool. I gotta get back to my director.
There you go, right? Back to the thing you were hired to do, and that was direct.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fabulous. And Where did the inspo for that character, like, where were you pulling from? Is that like a side of Kevin?
No.
Where did that
See,
come from?
Shoe Plug always trying to get over on people. You know, he just like, get those earrings from. You know, Shoe Plug, that's what, I think Shoe Plug, I was born in Imperial Beach, San Diego, California, Imperial Beach. But you know, Compton, I got friends up there and stuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes I go to the hood, and Shoe Plug is really like those people on the plug. You know, they can get you things,
Yeah.
but they like be a little shady.
That's a little questionable.
Yeah. Like, yo, I got these TVs in the back of my car, man. $200. What's up, man? Like, where'd you get it from? Don't worry about it.
Hey, bro, those was in the dumpster, man. So, and you just pulled them out, you try to sell it
You
to
looking for the cops or
Right. Oh my
But that's
God.
where that's where I originally got Shoe Plug from.
Wow.
You know, he's just a person from the hood.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. You just did what you needed to do, filled the role, got back to the job at hand, which was directing. How was working with the kids? As I understand it was about 5 or 6 kids on set.
Yes. So the kids actually was great. They was perfect. And even taking directions, because Tom was like, you know, when he got the kids, at first it was supposed to be 2 kids.
Okay.
And then Tom interviewed 2 more kids, and he was like, oh, let's do 4 kids. I said, that's too much work. Supposed to be 2 kids in the script.
Right.
So I was like, I can't say no. I said, it's cool. I'll tell him.
It's cool.
So I was like, no, we got to bring him. I'm like, all right, Tom. And then he's trying to coach me. He's like, all right, when you talk to these kids, you got to be like, I'm like, Tom, what way, man? And they took great directions. I was like, I didn't have to be like, hey, guys, this is for us. You know,
I know. You got to talk to them in the kids.
They're acting. This is what they want to do.
Exactly.
So some directors going to tell them straight up, hey, don't do that. Move to the left. Swipe to the right. And I was kept it professional.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, yo, I'm going to whoop your ass.
If you don't move at the right time.
Exactly. And that was, like I said, it was perfect. We did it in, I think we're leaving 6 hours.
Wow.
And
Very
I think it's one of my, that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, I mean, one of those kids I heard like threw up with the
Yes, we had
roll-ups.
we had about 6, 7, 8 boxes, I think, and they were just going through it.
Oh my God.
And then like I started saying like, bro, this is a lot of fruit roll-ups, bro. But yeah, we ran through it, and I think it was only like a packet left, like a 6.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a lot of fruit roll-ups that we
Get
did.
them kids candy. They just keep consuming.
Exactly. And yeah, I'm sorry if the parents looking at this. I'm sorry about the roll-ups,
But it sounds like an awesome day. I know I would have loved to be a kid and just have endless fruit roll-ups. So that's amazing. You said that was one of your favorite days on set.
Yeah, one of my favorite days on set, because mind you, that was after the 13 days. That was a pickup set.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
So we just called everybody up. It wasn't even supposed to be in the scene.
Really?
The problem was, Shoe Plug comes in the middle of the movie.
Okay.
And when you see Shoe Plug, don't nobody know who Shoe Plug is. Like, you see everybody else. Like, you see, like, Ben the Killer. You see who's Ben the Killer, then he comes later on. Like, it's an introduction. We just see Shoe Plug. You just see Shoe Plug. But he comes later on in this bar scene. He's like, who is this guy? So so Shoe Plug really just sets the tone in the movie. Like, what's reselling is all about.
Yeah, because he's right in the opening scene, right?
Yeah, back in the 70s, he's trying to sell some fruit roll-ups. Can't even spell it right. It's like roll-up. And then, like, it's these shoes on the table. It's like, yo, they don't got them. They sold out. And he's like, yo, I got them. Basically. Like, how much? You know, so and that's basically what reselling is about. Don't nobody else got them, but I got them right here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what who Shoe Plug. It sets the foundation of the movie.
Yeah, supply and demand. So how much did you know about reselling shoes and kind of that culture prior to getting involved in this project?
So I was never a reseller.
Okay.
Never resold shoes.
Okay.
I grew up buying Jordans.
Okay.
That was my thing. I bought like the I don't even know the Jordan's names, but I knew when I had some good ones. I knew, you know, when you had some good ones, you walk in like, ooh, where you get those from? I
You don't even
I didn't know they was that good. But I rocked the Jordans and like the Jordan ones, the retro Jordans. That's what they call them. I had a couple of those, and I didn't really know, but never got into reselling. The biggest person in reselling that knows everything is the creator. But I never sold one shoe in my life.
Wow.
No collectors, anything. But I grew up wearing Jordans and shoes, so I know how great shoes is. You gotta have good shoes.
Were you in the lines, or were you kind of getting them online afterwards?
I never stood in line because I got the most terrible patience. Like if I ain't in line, bro. In and out get on my nerves. Like I be sitting there in and out, like, bro, it's taking too long. But nah, I never stood in line. I just I know Jordans. That was my thing back in the day when I wore them, and I was like, oh. And then sometimes I guess I just happened to pick up right.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then I knew it wasn't. So the ones that wasn't good, it's like, oh, what's those? I'm like, oh, these must not be good. Then, you know?
Right.
But when I got the retros on, everybody, oh, where do you get those?
It's like, oh, okay.
You don't know. You don't know. They the 13s. They the 9s, bro. Yeah, 9s.
I was testing you. I love that. Well, that's fabulous. I know that I hear a little bit of buzzing about it too because one went so well.
Yeah.
So is that like kind of the energy? You guys are moving right along with it.
So we're gonna see how this one do first, and I think it will do absolutely great. But after the whole thing was done, I wrote 120 pages.
Wow.
And then the thing about me when I write scripts, Tom always has to just come in and does all the correct spelling.
Yeah.
Oh, not this again. You know.
I gotta correct.
You know, Tom with the glasses.
All right. Now it's finished.
But I think 2 can be better, way better.
Yeah.
The way I wrote it, it's just you would never expect it because some people would be like, and I don't even write scripts. That's
really?
I wrote 100. Like I was a boy in English class, like when write about like Napoleon. Oh, Napoleon fought wars, and Napoleon fought wars that was big. And Napoleon died somewhere between 1968 and
fighting war.
Fire.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
It was only like a half a page. I still had 12 pages left. I'm like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna get through.
Dang, so you just must really be connected to this story, really connected to this project.
Well, that too, I'm connected to the story, I'm connected to the project, but I think is just gotta just go out and do it.
Yeah, I love that.
The director, I never directed a feature film before. I did it.
Yeah.
Because you got to start from somewhere.
Exactly.
120 pages. I was like, I started writing, and within 3 weeks, I was 120 pages done. Boom.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. Just got to do it.
Yeah. Once you get that, you just keep going with it when you feel that energy.
Yeah. It's just I don't know where it comes from. I always had a creative mind because I did skits.
Yeah.
But you never get nothing done if you don't do it.
Yeah, you're right. I love that. So, is there anything you want to kind of tell the audience? And wrapping up this interview, is there anything we might have left out? A lesson that you feel maybe everyone won't get from the project, but you want to tell them about it?
Let me see. I think it's just the last thing. What I just basically said is, you gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Do the project, and I know a lot of people be like, there's people at me. Oh, I want to start with a short film first before I do a feature film.
Yeah.
Do it. Do the feature film. Damn the short film. Yeah. Just do it. I think Tarantino, he's a great director, and he his first film was straight trash. He said, and then he did Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, it was the second film after he did his trashy first film.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta do it.
You just gotta do it. And then I would say another thing is to be easy to work with.
Yeah.
Don't be difficult. Don't be difficult to work with. Be I wouldn't say like a pushover, but
always willing to create,
collab.
Yeah,
and you never know who's watching you. I didn't know Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one day he had a camera in his hand, and then one day he's calling me up talking about he wants to be the producer and he wants me to direct. So you never know who's watching you.
Yeah.
Just always act professional everywhere you go. Because if you going like, no, F this mother, and it's like, no, I ain't gonna hire you.
Yeah.
You slapping people on? I ain't gonna hire that guy.
Stay far away from that guy.
So believe in yourself, and you never know who's watching you. Because one day someone might call you up and say, "Hey, I want you to direct this film." Yeah. And then something else might come up.
Yep. And career just kind of started.
That's how basically stuff starts.
Because this right here, I am so grateful to be a part of the beginning of you guys. You have something amazing with number 1. You're going to have something crazy amazing with number 2. And I'm just glad to be on the train from day 1, start 1 of this kind of, you guys marketing, pushing it out, and showing the world what you did. Like what you did as a new crew, cast. So it's an amazing experience.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for being here, talking to me, chatting it up, and I look forward to the premiere. I'm gonna be dressed to the nines.
Dressed to the nines?
Yes, dressed to the nines.
Okay, who you trying to impress?
Myself, what you talking about? I'm pulling out looking damn good.
Okay, all right.
There you go.
I'm gonna show up to the premiere too. Hey, we on camera. Hey, watch the Resellers Part 1. Watch it. It's a great film. You guys see it. Thank you for watching this interview. All right.
That's it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Go get something.
Not from Tom's Free.